Hello, I'll be explaining the mode switching on the Smooth Q Zhiyun. So this is an introduction to gimbal control modes. The stabilizer enters pan following mode by default each time when powered on. Switch into locking mode by single pressing on the mode button. Double press the mode button to enter the following mode. Single press the mode button under the following mode will return to the previous mode. Quick press mode 3 times and the camera will return 180 along the pan axis while the active control mode remains unchanged. That's kind of like a selfie when you quick press it 3 times. Or basically just press it 3 times. Now when you turn the camera on, it starts with the pan following mode. You double press the mode button, it goes right to the following mode. So that means that it follows an object, but it does not pan back and forth. So you will not be able to use the joystick to pan it. You'll only be able to follow, okay? So it just means you'll be able to follow only, okay? When you start off, you can follow something and pan with the joystick. That's basically what happens when you turn it on. You enter into pan following mode automatically by default. So you can just turn it on, double press, and you go right into only following mode, which will allow you to follow without the pan. So don't even bother to really use the joystick. I'm going to mess with it later to see if it does tilt, because I think a pan is from left to right. I've heard pan is up and down too, but I also call it tilt. Okay, so the next thing, when you get to following mode, you can single press and go right into locking mode. I believe that's just like as if you were using your hand and you were just holding the camera and naturally just moving it around, but you're actually holding the gimbal handle. So you may be able to do Dutch angles and things like that. What I've noticed is you can actually hit the mode button twice and then mess with the joystick, I believe left or right, and it'll actually do a Dutch angle. Did it a couple times just a while ago. It could have been the way it was balanced, I don't know. So after locking mode, you can single press mode and go right back to pan following mode. Now let's say when you turn it on, you don't double press the mode. Let's say you single press the mode. It goes right into locking mode, which is good if you're trying to follow something. Then you can hit double press from there and go into following mode. So you hit it once, you go right into locking mode after it's turned on. You hit the mode once, it goes right into locking mode. Or you turn it on, you're in pan following mode, you double click it on the mode and you go right into following mode. And then your other option is to single press it and go back to pan following mode once you're in following mode. Or you'll single press mode and go into locking mode. And probably single press mode and go back to pan following mode. And so on. You kind of have to play with it, like go to a park and just kind of mess around with it. And you'll kind of figure it out. You know, it's kind of like skateboarding, but with a gimbal. And these are the 3 major tricks: the pan following mode, the following mode, and the locking mode. Just like the ollie, the kick flip, and the no comply, or the power slide. I don't know, whatever kind of skateboarder you were. But anyway, so I find that the hardest part of it all is just to balance it. It's really not that hard. Just look, when you're balancing it, do not worry about this part right here, okay? That's only to tilt the camera into portrait or into regular camera mode, okay? When you're balancing this device, this robotic arm, this gimbal, you're only messing with one thing. It's this one right here, okay? So you're only messing with this guy right here. You can basically unscrew this, and it's a balancing device. So So you have it like this, right? That's how you balance it, and that's it. That was kind of my mistake. I messed with this back piece right here, and that doesn't really do much, but only if you know, it only goes to portrait mode, to this mode, back to portrait mode. That's all this little thing back here does. I thought it was a weight, because I know the earlier gimbals had a weight. This one only has this balancing device here. That's the only one, which is on this side right here. Okay. Some of the Bluetooth devices, you can connect it to a Bluetooth. I find on the Samsung 8 it doesn't connect Bluetooth, so you can't do wide or narrow. So it doesn't. It may work for the iPhone, probably does, but the Bluetooth doesn't connect for zooming. I guess this would be zooming wide and zoom in and out.